Hey, what's going on? Aaron here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out Rachel Roth's mini income streams. Okay, so maybe you landed on this website. You can see it here. You can see, it's been highlighted on Entrepreneur, Fox, Huffington Post, and CNN, right? And it says it's a free workshop and how she built 5,171 mini income streams. And you're wondering, what is this presentation and webinar all about? Who is Rachel Roth? Can you really make money this way? Let's talk all about it, okay? Now, at any time, if you want to get my favorite way to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars per month minimum, 100% from home, all you need to do is just click the link below in the description box and I'll send you that strategy for free to your email if you'd like to check it out, okay? Now, let's take a look at Rachel Roth's mini income streams. This is a new program. What is she actually selling here on the workshop? What are you going to learn? What are these 5,171 mini income streams? How much does this cost, and is this the real deal? All right, so basically Rachel Roth, first of all, is a very, very successful internet entrepreneur. She's from Australia. She's been around since 1997, so a long time she's been doing this, and she is crushing it, okay? And she does a lot of different things, but she's really good at basically selling physical products, okay? Doing something called print on demand. And what she does is she sells basically custom mugs, print on demand mugs on Etsy and Amazon and eBay. All right, so when she says that she built 5,171 mini income streams, she's talking about all the different mug designs that she has done. She's done over 5,000. I know it's crazy. And all of them are selling on websites like Etsy and Amazon, and she's going to teach you exactly how to do that. Okay, so basically this particular business model, so if you go through this, first of all, she's got a few different times here, right? And at the time of recording this is very up to date. These are time slots for today. Obviously this is a recorded presentation, it's not live, but it doesn't matter because the information's good, right? So you would come here, you would pick a time slot, you would register for your first time, put in your mobile number, and then you would basically get onto a recorded presentation with Rachel. And she's basically going to take you through the process of exactly what she has done and what she's teaching with this program. And if you want to get in, you can invest in the program and learn exactly how to do what she is also doing, okay? Now, the way that this works is she's going to teach you how to build a custom mug business, right? So if you decide to invest in the program, you're going to be basically taken through a training. So it's video training, very, very detailed. By the way, step-by-step training on how to build out a mug business, how to research your mugs, how to create slogans, okay? So these are all custom mug designs. She's going to teach you how to do it. You can do it yourself using a piece of software, or you can hire designers to do it if you have a bit of a budget, right? She's going to show you how to get them listed onto Etsy, onto Amazon, what kind of mugs sell really well, where to get the traffic from, how to use her automation software to basically automate a lot of the business processes in your business. There's going to be live weekly calls, okay? So every single week she goes live. You jump on, you can ask questions, things like that. You get access to her support team, so you can email them anytime. They'll reply to you within 24 hours. She's even got a few different AI software that will make your business building career with her better. She's got a bunch of bonuses as well. One of the bonuses is 3 one-on-one check-in calls with her team to make sure that you're on the right track to build your business correctly, right? And that is the program in a nutshell, okay? So how much does this cost? It's $2,497 one time, or you can use the payment plan, which is $997 over 3 months. So that's a total of about $3,000. It's not the cheapest program, okay? It's actually a pretty pricey program, but it does have a 90-day refund policy, which is pretty cool, right? That's very rare. 90-day refund, 3-month refund policy, but it is a conditional refund policy. That means you must have finished the entire program and you must have at least 90 mug listings on Etsy and Amazon. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to qualify for a refund, okay? So it's an action-based refund. That means that you must go through the strategies, and if you implemented everything, you finished the program, you've got 90 plus listings, and it still didn't work, and you want your refund, then you can ask for a refund. I think that's perfectly fine, all right? Because if you're just going, if you're just testing out a product to test it out, then you're not going to be successful with it. You need to actually go through the program, right? And she's done a very good job of putting an entire great program together. If you're not going to take it seriously, then you shouldn't really get into the program to begin with, right? So if you try out the strategies, they don't work, then you can ask her for a refund. But if they work, then you obviously won't need the refund, if that makes sense, right? So make sure you actually take the effort to put in the actual work and do it properly. All right, I hope that makes sense. So the big question is how much money can you make from this program, right? Well, look, it really depends on you. If you don't take any action, then you're gonna make $0, right? If you take action, you implement exactly what she says, then you're gonna make, it depends, some people, and you can see here, some people make, their $500, a day. Again, this is, a lot of people are quoting how much they've made in revenue. This is not profit, okay? This is revenue numbers, so you can see here revenue numbers, but, it does cost you money to create the mugs, to create the designs, and to list it. So you're probably only making a few dollars per mug, right? So even if people are making like $20,000 here, right? They didn't really make $20,000. You have to take a percentage of that off. They probably made, maybe 30% of that, right? There you go. In revenue, right? Revenue numbers. Profit is always about 15 to 25% in this particular industry. So you can do the numbers right there. Okay, so that's probably about $3,000 in profit. Maybe $4,000 or $5,000 depending on how she's actually running the business. Okay, but still decent, decent. I mean, you can scale up from there. This kind of business is a numbers game. That means because you're selling cheap products, you're selling a mug, right? A mug's gonna cost like $10, $15. You don't get to keep all that $10, $15. You have to pay for advertising, you have to pay for designs, you have to pay for the actual physical mug itself, right? So it does cost a little bit of money there. So you're keeping, again, like I mentioned, 15 to 25% of the actual cost of everything, right? So you need to do the math there, which means that if you want to get to $10, $20, $30,000 profit, you have to sell hundreds and hundreds of mugs every single day. So you're going to build up to that slowly. All right. So the potential is huge. It's not the easiest business, out there, but it is possible. And if you're a good student and you're willing to take action, it is possible to make full-time income from this. Okay. Now remember that besides the cost of the program, which is basically $2,500 if you pay up front, there are other costs as well. You have to pay for the designs. Even though you can design some mugs yourself, you probably need to pay for some designs, all right? You have to pay for getting traffic to your business, right? And you have to pay for some of the tools as well that you need to operate this actual business. So there is a little bit of cost there. It's not super expensive, but just understand that you need at least, I would say, a couple of $1,000s extra just as a buffer, to run your business properly. Okay, at least a couple of thousand, if not a little bit more. Okay, so total cost, you're looking at roughly about $5,000 to run something like this minimum. This is real business, by the way, guys. All right, so don't expect it to just be the cost of the program. You need to fund your tools. You need to fund your advertising, your marketing. You need to fund some of your mugs, your designs. So please expect that to be just part of the process. All right, so if you'd like to check mini income streams out, you can head over to miniistreams.com. Okay, I think it's a pretty cool program. It's not the cheapest program out there, but it's got a pretty good refund policy, even though it is an action-based refund. So do the work and you'll be fine. Okay, if you're not willing to do the work, don't get into a program like this. And the other thing I do want to mention is that because it's a little bit more expensive, you're going to need at least, I would say, $5K in order to do this kind of business properly. Otherwise, don't do it. Okay, if you only have like $1,000, don't do it. If you only have $2,500, don't do it, because you can't run your business. And you have to give this a bit of time, right? You're not going to be successful in month one. It's going to take at least 3 to 6 months to build something like this properly. Okay, this is a real business. It does take time. All right, so if you want to check it out, you can head over to miniistreams.com. Okay, now if you're watching this video and you're like, Aaron, this sounds awesome, but I don't really have $5K to spend, and maybe you don't really want to do a mug business or a print-on-demand business. Look, there are going to be a lot of people watching this review. There are a lot of different ways to make money online, okay? Now, I've tried a lot of different business models. For me, I still like business models where it's very simple. straightforward. You don't have to deal with physical products. I don't really like dealing with physical products because the profit margins are very small, and you have to sell hundreds and hundreds of products in order for you to make big income, and you have to you have to do a lot of customer service, right? When you sell on Etsy and Amazon, you have to do all the customer service. It's a pain in the butt. Okay, if you're selling hundreds and hundreds of mugs a day, think of how much customer service you have to deal with. Still a very viable business model, by the way, but you just have to hire people. There are additional costs involved, right, that you have to handle. And you're talking about, you know, tens of thousands of orders a month. That's a lot of customer service right there. Okay, if you would like to find out my favorite way to get to 5 to 10,000 US dollars per month minimum, 100% from home, all you need is a computer and an internet connection. Just go ahead and click on the link below, and I'll send you that strategy for free directly to your email. I hope you enjoyed this review today, and I hope to see you on another review. Take care.